every first down is 1st and 9. Knowing that if you get to fourth and 1, a lot of faith in that play. So it was awesome. Again, just Jason Kelce starts it off. Jalen Hurts, is right there. Haven't been able to drive, because you've seen it, right? You've seen it across the league that people can't do it like we can do it. They can't do it like we can do it, and so I'm making my plug right there. Like, don't ban this play. Like, if everyone could do it, everybody would. Where's the camera? If everybody could do it, everybody would do it.
The Philadelphia Eagles have mastered the tush push, and I love it. The Eagles have perfected a way to get 1 or 2 yards when they really need it. With the now named Tush Push, or its appropriate TV name, the brotherly shove, Eagles have essentially turned the phrase 3 yards in a cloud of dust to 1 yard and a push and a shove. And it's pretty much an unstoppable play. And it all starts up front with arguably the best center in the NFL, Jason Kelce.
In the fourth quarter, when you line up for brotherly shove twice like that in your own territory, only up by 7, and you pull it off, what does that take?
I mean, listen, we are very confident with that play. I think if anything shows that confidence level, is that call right there. I didn't know what coach was going to go with, to be honest with you. I'm like, I feel confident running it, but I also understand punting it. And when he sent us back out there, I think all of us were excited.
The first time you were on the sideline, and what did he say to you guys? Go back out there and get the yardage and get the first down?
Yeah, exactly that. He said, you know what am I doing? We know what we're running, get back out there. So, he obviously feels really confident with the play. It's a high percentage chance for us, and to be able to ice the game out like that, that's a luxury.
I would say unstoppable is a pretty high percentage chance, Jason.
It's been stopped before, but we as long as we're all in sync, it's really, really hard.
As a former offensive lineman, I absolutely love the tush push. What a great equalizer. For all you little fast guys running around, this play ain't for you. This is ground warfare at its best. It's one team lining up its biggest, baddest, ugliest guys up front and taking on the other team's biggest, baddest, and ugliest guys. There's no trickery, no deception, no need for film study, nothing to wonder about. Just lining up man against man and taking each other on. The tush push is the ultimate mano a mano. Just line up and start knocking some heads. If I knock your block off, I win. If you knock my block off, you win. That's it, and it's changing the game of football. But actually, no, it's actually a revert to how football was supposed to be played. Before jet motions and spread offenses and all the stuff they do these days, they used to do this kind of stuff. This is what men did on a football field. Makes me think of guys like Mike Webster and Larry Little and Conrad Dobler and many other just nasty, fighting offensive linemen. Offensive linemen who loved running over you, through you, and just completely dominating you. Before the little guys in their jet motions and 4.240s, it was a man's game. The Eagles were doing it so well. Everybody knows it's coming. There's no secret. And they can't be stopped. You'd better find a way to keep the Eagles in long yardage situations, or you know what's coming next.
You just heard Jason Kelce talk about the brotherly shove. It's been the talk of the league over the last several weeks for sure, but especially, as Sal mentioned, when they use it there in the fourth quarter, when a lot of teams would punt in that situation. What do you make of the play in terms of its impact for this team specifically?
Well, I'll just take this game alone, Michael. I think it had a huge impact on this football game. They ran it 4 times. And, with all the talk about, what to do with this play, the reality is this. It's not the same for everybody. It just isn't. They've got big, strong guys up front. Kelce obviously plays with great leverage. Landon Dickerson, who's the left guard, is country strong. And I'm telling you, they kind of favor that way. They pick up yardage, and I don't think it's going away. It's almost like, Michael, their chains are 9 yards. You have 3 downs to get 9 yards, because on 4th and 1, backed up, 1-score game, it doesn't matter. They're going to get it.
For the most part, in this day and age of limited contact during practice, this play cannot be defended. The Philadelphia Eagles are succeeding with this play 93% of the time. They've converted first downs or touchdowns in 41 of 44 attempts in using the tush push. Think about that for a second. This play has had a 93% success rate, and the only way you can stop it is if you man up and take them on head on and beat them at the point of attack. That's it. That's the only way you're going to stop this. That, and you have to have the mindset that you're going to beat the crap out of the man in front of you.
It's like a puke of people in there, though, right? Like when you look at it, it's just like throw up of humans, and you just can't stop it. Jason Kelce is so low, and those splits are so tight, and their quarterback is a freaking monster. Like it's a fullback with an arm. It is so difficult to stop that play, and you have to. I honestly think you have to be willing to get hurt. Defensively, you have to be willing to say, we can do things and we're willing to do things to stop this play that other humans aren't. It's so difficult.
Your mentality has to be, we're knocking the hell out of them.
There's a lot of weight in there. There's a lot of people lying on top of you. So it's going to take its toll. And that's why it almost feels like every time we run it in a game, every time you run it, every successive rep of it, it's harder to defend. And if you run it right, it's really, really hard to stop. So, we're going to take advantage of those statistics.
I've seen way too many beta males and soy boys out there chirping and talking about, you got to ban a tush push. It's not right. I'm not surprised at all. Too many American men have grown soft lately. I bet that the amount of testosterone that's emanating from both sides of the ball as they get ready for the tush push is probably making some guys feel a little bit inadequate. What do I say about that? Get over it and turn in your man card.
Every first down, we're playing for 4 snaps. We don't get to hold you to 8 yards or 9.5 yards and just believe that you're going to punt it, because there's 100% belief you can pick up the last yard.
Yeah, and I think it's ridiculous that people are saying they should outlaw this play. Why? Because they're so good at it? I mean, they're converting 93%, okay? I get it. That shouldn't be the reason you take it out of the game.
Here's the bottom line. You can do all your fancy motion plays. You can have guys who run 4.240s running up and down the field all day long. But in the end, this game of football starts and ends with the big guys up front. And it's a man's game, a physical game. That's how it was designed. And all you guys complaining, you don't get to punish physicality.
Rex is going to tell you why this was a bigger picture statement. What was proven last night?
That physical teams always beat finesse teams. And every day of the week, that's what happens. And it happened in this game.
The tush push, brotherly shove, whatever you want to call it, this is a return to how football used to be played. Men lining up face to face and doing battle. I wonder if you remember, you may be too young to remember this, but do you realize that back in the day, there weren't even face masks? Guys used to line up and do all kinds of plays where they're hitting each other, and they didn't even wear face masks. If you don't like the tush push or think it's some sort of toxic masculinity approach to football, might I suggest flag football for you. But for the rest of us, this is real football. Let me know what you think about the tush push or the brotherly shove and how the Philadelphia Eagles are executing it, and should it be banned, or is it a decent play that just needs to be run, let it run its course, and basically try to stop the Philadelphia Eagles and reduce that 93% conversion rate? That's what I do. Put my big guys up against your big guys and let the chips fall where they may. Talk to you soon.